Hello again, good afternoon to you. Time now for business. The time and cost of doing business at the ports are expected to witness some significant improvement. This is because the number of joint inspection agencies at the country's ports are now expected to reduce from 16 to 3 from July 1. There's more in this report.
This month, following several complaints from businesses on how the huge number of agencies is seriously affecting the cost and time of doing business at the country's ports. According to the Vice President, this is not acceptable, hence the need to enforce this directive.
And this will speed up the process a lot, because when you have 16 institutions doing a joint inspection and one doesn't show up, the inspection doesn't get complete. And you can imagine that is not normal, that usually one or two are not there on time, and it delays the process. But we've streamlined it, and so from July 1, you're kind of coming down from 16 to 3.
A lot of businesses had in the past argued that having to clear their goods with all these that have different exchange rates and the time taking is really increasing their cost anytime they have to use the Tema ports. There is the expectation that this move should improve the situation and address this concern. Let's hear from Group Chairman of Magdan Shipping, Dr. Daniel Macaulay.
Long overdue, but it's good. I mean, if the will is there, the political will is there, we all have to be glad about it and rejoice, because, I mean, you can see that the government is walking the talk, and we have to commend the government for walking the talk.
Well, it's believed that this move could go a long way to reduce the cost of operations of most industries and businesses, a development that could go a long way to reduce the rate at which prices of goods are increasing, or let's say a possible reduction.
The Chamber of Telecommunications has distanced itself from disparities in pricing by various telecom companies under the mobile money interoperability platform. Months after the launch of the platform, concerns have been rife over the distortion of prices paid by users of mobile money. But speaking to Joy Business, CEO of the Telecom Chamber, Ken Ashigbe, argues the Chamber has no power to regulate pricing. He makes the case that market forces will eventually determine the right pricing.
So we need to make sure that there are not layers, but the policymakers and the regulators themselves are coordinated together to ensure that we do all of this together to achieve what it is that we want to do so that Ghana can progress.
All right, quickly, sir, if you may. This issue about the interoperability, we have been following it up very closely. And one of the main challenges that was raised was the distortion in the pricing, and the disparity. We spoke to Gibbs on this, and they are saying that there should be a meeting between the telcos, the chamber, and themselves.
Do you want a cartel? Do you want a cartel in Ghana? Competition should be able to determine how the various members charge. So I think there's a framework that has been agreed, and basically for our industry, we don't cartel. We allow the forces of demand and supply to be able to determine it, and competition sharpens everybody. And it's important that we don't go into a price-regulated regime. Let's allow the various forces of demand and supply to be able to determine it. The most important thing that we have to do is we need to drive a lot of uptake.
I'll bring you more business shortly on the marketplace. My name is Emmanuel Apuaji Riafi. Have a good afternoon.